Hello, everyone. Good evening. Actually, good afternoon, good evening, good morning from wherever you are. Um, this is welcome to United Talks community. Oh, I am sorry for the. Let's see. We today we're talking about the season, which has been hi Riri. Hello, Stephanie. Welcome, Riri. Welcome, welcome. Uh, Welcome to the craziness. We're talking about the season. I feel like I haven't posted since before the Europa League final, which was a disaster. And as much as I say I'm over it, it hurts. It still hurts a little bit. So we're gonna talk about the season overall for not only United but for the Premier League and to some extent the the Champions League, Europa League, Conference League, etc. I think for me personally, this season for United has been horrible, disastrous. We have had some great moments, but there's some games it's just been horrible. So I have a list here of stuff that I feel like we have to talk about. Yeah, and everybody's gonna tell me what their thing is or what their thought of it is. Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you mine. So first of all, um, it's kind of like an award scheme, should I say, where share. I don't know if you can see this. Oh yeah, you can now. So the first one is this. First, we're gonna answer for Man United, then for the season as a whole. So, for example, if I should say player of the season, player of the season for Manchester United would be Bruno Fernandes, and then player of the season for the league would be Mo Salah. Everybody has a category, you know. So um, that's an example. Shock of the season. I feel like uh should be like shock of like shocking moment of the season, which is different from moment of the season down here, because moment of the season could be funny, great. Shock of the moment could be high score. What do you mean my biggest fan is missing? I don't know who you're talking about. Who are you talking about? Tell me, please. Tell me. Welcome, like, comment, subscribe, please. Anyway, shock of the moment could be uh, some red card that happened, or some crazy assist, or uh, something you wouldn't think happened, like United finishing 15th, or the amount of of coaches that have been fired this season. You know, so that's that's the shock of the moment. As of now, hi Stephanie, good evening. Score, it's hard. To be fair, I kind of pushed the life back a bit because I was legit struggling with half of these. I can only remember a few that stood out in my mind, and mainly it's because mainly because it's like the latter half of the Champions League from January downwards. But the first like couple of games, I'm like, I don't know, I don't know. You're right. It's hard to remember anything good, especially with the season United aside. But it doesn't have to be like United based. You can say probably the season like the Premier League as a whole, or even we can go outside of Premier League. We can talk about La Liga or uh, the Italian league, Serie A, Portuguese league. Let's think about it. Shock of the season. To be fair, shock of the season could be United got 42 points because honestly, at some point, I didn't think we would get there. Player of the season for me, Bruno for United, and then Mo Salah because I feel like as much as we want to hate on Mo Salah, he did his thing. The goals, the assists. Granted, there was games that I'm like he was missing, like the Carabao Cup semis. Sorry, the Carabao Cup finals. I watched that game. He was missing. That PSG game. I think yeah, PSG kicked them out. Right? Right? Am I right? Yeah. Um. th- to be fair, do you know what? Let's go back to shock of the season. Altai Bayender. I'm going to say this, and it's Altai Bayender in a particular game. That Arsenal game, the FA Cup in the FA Cup final, in the FA Cup. Now that is the no, nobody thought. Did any of us think in the comments? Did anybody think this guy would he would save not one but two penalties? Had my God, now that I think about it, yeah, I'm reminiscing in my head. I'm like, oh my God, yeah, yeah. Stephanie, yeah, no, that game, Stephanie, that we can save that game for later because I won't lie, that has to be one of my games of the season, and Ahmad's goal has to be one of the goals of the season for me because yeah, I I I really enjoyed it, and I'm thinking signing of the season is going to be the last thing, and forgive my spelling. Yeah, so yeah. Okay, yeah, Scorp, you're right. Yeah, I mean, for now we can do that. Then after that, we can think of like in a whole because I have thoughts of like games, memorable moments. Um, Bruno, fair enough. That's my guy. Yeah, Bruno actually carried this team. I won't lie. Him and at some point Casemiro. I think once Ten Hag left. I actually keep on forgetting that Ten Hag stayed with us for like 4 months and then got fired. It's just something else. It's just something else. Like I was like, just I remember the game West Ham versus United. Diogo Dalot, the criminal of the season. I feel like that him getting injured, yeah, him getting injured just kind of saved his soul a little bit, made us forget that he was a criminal for a bit. Yeah, yeah. Outside that game, 120 minutes. Oh, and then the penalties. Arsenal were horrible that time. Arsenal was horrible. It shook us all. Player of the season, Bruno Fernandes. very funny. Young player of the season, yes, Lenny Euro, definitely. Like high that I really feel like he. Do you know what? I feel like he's signing when he came. I was on the fence, and then he got injured. I was like, a bit negative because I was like, is this a great thing? Like, we just got him and he's injured and what? And then he comes and he proves to us why he's here. Why? Hold on, guys. I'll be a minute. And I'm back. Sorry for the the missingness. Anyway, yeah, um, I was nervous about letting your signing because I was just nervous. I don't know. I think I'm not the only one, but he has been young player of the season, and I don't know who else. I mean, Aiden Heaven close second for the fact that he came when in January, and let's be honest. Chido has somebody said something earlier on Football Power Hour. Go subscribe to his channel if you're not subscribed already. But um, they said that Chido, I forget who, but they said Chido is great for the under 18s. He's too good for the under 18s, but he's not at the level for the under 21s. And I agree, they were right. Because I watched a game he played for the under 21s, and I feel like he needs a little bit more playing time. A loan, maybe 6 month loan, a year loan, I don't know, depending on how many what's it called, signings we do this summer. Um, Chido, not just Chido, but a lot of the under 21s and the 18s need to go out on a loan. They do, and I do. But the thing is, we don't know what's happening during the summer. So let's see what happens, and let's um see how everything goes. He was Scorp. He was a surprise player for everyone. I feel like all all of our signings have been C grade C and above. We can do like C B A's later on another string, but like many of our signings have been that and above, and I feel like I feel like I hope their second season is even better. I just hope, and that they gel well. Hi, Javid. How are you? I know. I'm begrudgingly giving Mo Salah Player of the Season. Let me add, because why? Mo Salah just annoys me. Scorp, really, Scorp. Focus. Yeah, I know. I need to. I easily get distracted. This really, really, Stephanie. Do you know what? I'm not. Stephanie. You're bringing your craziness here. Anyway, I won't. Trust me, Javid. Who is the A for? Who's the A for? Because I don't know. Goal of the season. Let's do goal of the season. Who had the goal of the season for Manchester United? Wow, but yeah, I just got distracted. This Let me. Oh my god, who is BP? Is that Bruno Bruno Fernandez? Is that what you're trying to say? Is that what you're trying to say? But score, because what what goal are you talking about? Japid, what goal is that? This is my oh my god. You guys are you are y'all are too funny. He's on the live. He's on a different live, and I why you know what? I'm not even gonna say this. Save of the season. Um, it has to be. I'm gonna include the really. I know. Laughing emojis. I know. Oh my god. Say I'm gonna skip goal of the season because honestly, I've thought about it. We scored what 30 something goals in the Prem, and do you know what? I'm gonna correct myself. Goal of the season, I have to say Mason Mount's second goal for Bilbao. It was rude. That I just find it was good. It was one of those things that you're like, he you could clearly see he was trying to see if it will go in, but it shouldn't have gone in because number one, why is the goalkeeper coming out that far out? Rude, and also, yeah, rude. Save of the season, yeah, David Raya. Pickford had a couple of good ones. Nacho's goal for Everton was not this season. It was the season prior to that, the Everton game. I feel like it was Everton, but I don't know whether it was a home or away one. But it was that. I remember like Dalo gave the assist. It wasn't the season. So for United, the save of the season would have to be in the FA Cup too. I have to give it to Altai Bayern there because it was what it was supposed to be. I mean, saving that goal, that penalty, and then save. I think he saved another penalty in the penalty shootout, but it changed the whole game. It changed, and I think it gave him some confidence. But Raya has had a couple of. Do you know what? I'll give it to. Oh, am I including FA Cup saves? Because the Crystal Palace got goalkeeper saving that goal that even though he should have been sent off, it was also a thing. Oh, there's so many. Do you know what? For United, I'll say outside Bandir. For this EPL or like general, I'll say I'll say Pickford saving Haaland's goal penalty kick. That was good. That was good. Um, yes. So now that was actually Japet. That was good. As in goal of the season, you saying Maguire, that was good. The thing I didn't put over here was assist of the season. But now that you've said it, Casimiro's assist for that Maguire goal was chef's kiss. And also, should we say audacity of the year? The most audacity, or should I say the most audacious person ever? Um, the most audacious person, like player of the year, I would say Harry Maguire. Because what are you doing up front? What are you doing up front? Like that, I feel like that was, yeah, his winger duties for being so audacious in the entire like why it and I really feel like it's just crazy. Anyway, let's go to game of the season. Game of the season, Manchester United. I won't lie, my favorite game after watching it is between our win over Manchester City versus our win over Lyon. Because no, Scorp, I see what you mean by Southampton and the comebacks. Ahmad's comeback. I was more angry than I was like. I'm thinking of my emotions when I was watching both games: the Man City versus United 2-1 win, and Leon 5-4. Oh, that game! Both games had me just, and I feel like it heightened even more when the last 10 minutes. It reminded me why I loved United. I love United, like, because it's like the extra time, the Fergie time, the just, and I feel like, also, let me shout out Ahmad's goal. You guys were right. Somebody mentioned Ahmad's goal versus City. That assist from Lisandro Martinez, chef's kiss. Again, Leon. Yeah, Leon. Oh, I feel like Leon just edges it off because to edges it to be a winner, because it's like we went from 2-0 up to 4-2 down, and we somehow come back and equalize, and then in 2 minutes equalize and win that game. And especially with all the discussion about like the shit talking between Onana and Cherky and what's his name, the other guy. It's just crazy because I don't know, like it, it's just craziness. So I'll say Leon game, and Leon game versus United. Um, I what else? Moment of the do you know what? Let's go back to game of the season. Um, I feel like uh outside of Manchester United, I'm going to say the Barcelona Inter Milan game, the Barcelona Inter game. Now, both legs, the first leg and the second leg, I will tell you that that is the most entertaining game I have watched in. Like I've never you because you don't know who's gonna win. You just when you think, just think. Inter Milan also went from 2-0 up to somehow losing the game to somehow coming back and winning for free. Who does that? Rude. Oh my god. Scorp, Scorp. Why? Why? And Stephanie, yes, I'm multitasking because because what else am I supposed to do? I'm trying to support my other YouTube people, and 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 um and uh I'm trying to support my other. For those who don't know, my fellow friend in this YouTube space is having a live right now, and I'm trying to support him by being in the comments of his chat, and it's not going well because I'm easy distracted. I'm not texting my but I'm not. Yeah. Scorp, leave me alone. Anyway, let's continue with this craziness. Moment of the season. Now this is I would this one doesn't pertain to Manchester United. I feel like it pertains to Newcastle winning the Carabao Cup, because after that game I was on the tube. I was in the train station and I saw, I feel like I've said this several times and I'm going to say this here too because I feel like it's it shows why like football is a thing and I respect like I just the whole it was like a family, it was a dad, his father, I think his sister and his son, they're Newcastle fans, and the son was like probably about 7 or something like that. And you could see this boy was jumping around. The father was, you could see like that win meant so much to them. And I was just sitting there looking at them. I was like, oh my God, this is lovely. Like I genuinely was happy for them. I genuinely I was like, oh my God, this is the best moment I can. And this little boy is going to forever be a Newcastle fan to the core because everybody remembers where they were when their favorite team won a trophy. I remember 99, 2008, 2008 Champions League final when we won. I know exactly what I was wearing that day, where I was, who I was watching with. So it's and then Crystal Palace winning the FA Cup. That's mad. That's mad. Like and you can't hate them for winning any of this. Scorpio, I actually have no idea what you're talking about. Really. Anyway, it is true. It's hard to focus on moments when personally as a team this season has been horrible. But I just wanted to like bring some levity to the whole thing. Um I feel like I'll do a part two of this because I this was like let me just reword. Yeah, and then save changes. Anyway, um, it's hard to like. Yeah, do you know I Scope, I kind of agree with you, but I started watching out like I started watching the highlights. If I realized highlights can give you like a an overview of the games at least. Try and watch the highlights because you have an idea of other teams and what's happening. I mean, this season has been crazy. Nottingham Forest beating Liverpool. Arsenal uh, drawing to Man City and Haaland saying stay humble. What else happened during the season? Ten Dalot and that first West Ham game where they beat us 2-1 and he missed the open net. Harry Maguire almost scoring the winning goal against Liverpool and he skied that. But do you know what? To be f- to to be fair, it wasn't his fault. Harry Maguire isn't really supposed to be a winger. Now, if that had been Hoyland, I'd be pissed, or Garnacho, I'd be like, you should have scored that. But uh, Maguire, he has to. Do you know what? It yeah, Harry Maguire this season he's showed why we paid that much. But then again, next year is his last year, and I hope we send him off with something. I feel like he's gonna leave on a free agent thing. So yeah, thank you, thank you very much. I will. Don't worry. don't mind him. Good. Do you know what? I know this guy has not told anybody in the comments his news channel. I need you to type in Botswana Reacts into YouTube and go watch him. Do you know what? I'm going to. He's currently doing. Uh, um, he's currently doing like commentary on the Diddy trial. So, Scrub, Mars. I think in the next part, what I will do is I will do like a better job of of talking about the signings, because I feel like the last year's signings we got, and then we'll probably talk about the signings that we are gonna get. You know, go to Squad, do better, do better. Where are you? Okay, please in the comments tell me where you're from, Squad, because I need to know at this point. So that I need to know where my followers are from, because it will tell me what time to like go live at. So if I have to go live in the mornings, in the afternoons, in the evenings, for me personally, this time ish is where I would go live, 8:30 ish, 9 o'clock, because it's the end of the day and I feel like people would want to relax and do something different, you know. So, oh, you're based in the US. You spent more time in Botswana. What man? No. Nice. Why? I'm not avoiding your time zone. Like, are you East Coast or West Coast? So if it's East Coast, I probably can do 11 p.m., which is UK. 11 p.m. UK time should be like 5 p.m. East Coast, and that would probably be. I think West Coast is what, 9 hours behind. See, it's 2:30, so you're probably on lunch break. I don't want to presume, but I I'm gathering. But do you know what? We will convene here. Um, stop screen sharing, guys. Please in the comments, um, tell me what you think, because you of course all my subscribers are special. All of them. Wow. Back to the script. Nah. This season has been shit. It has been one of the worst seasons in my Man United career, and I'm actually trying to like I'm trying to not crash out. But you know what? Ruben Amorim said it best. When he came, he said it will be the worst ride of our lives, and it has been the worst ride of our lives. And so, and then he also said the good times are coming, and I believe him. So, with that being said, guys, like, comment, share, subscribe, um, leave a comment, good, bad, ugly. Uh, Scorp, can, wait, what do you mean? Like, is there we're on postseason in Asia. I hope they're fine. If that is actually true, I hope everyone's fine in Asia. But like, comment, share, subscribe, please, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Leave a comment. Tell me where you're from. Tell me what you want to talk about next. I will be doing hopefully like at least a weekly show, one video a week, or I'll start with one video a week because I don't want to overpromise and under sell. So one video a week I will be doing. Yeah, bye. Good night, guys.